S. S. Give me an O. O. Give me an L. L. Give me an A. A. Give me an R. R. E. R. E. P. P. R. E. P. What's that? S. O. L. A. I. P. R. P. Woo!
To the circle, come to the circle, sisters, come to the circle. It's time for the Sisterhood Circle. It's time for the Sisterhood Circle. Come to the circle. Come to the circle, sisters, come to the circle. It's time for the Sisterhood Circle. Right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Hi, my name is Prisma Garcia and I work for a group called Social Venture Partners Dallas. My title at SVP Dallas is Director of Capacity Building, and what that means is that I help organizations with projects that we have with them, in particular within the business aspect of their organization. So a nonprofit is an organization that has a mission, and so the intention is for that organization to help usually a community. You probably know of a lot of nonprofits, for example, the food bank. My typical day, it really is about building relationships and going from one place to another. I am currently at home and so not experiencing the same type of work day, but usually I go from one meeting to the next, and I try to build relationships with those people that are working at those organizations. I've work with organizations that focus on homeless youth, that focus on getting kids up to speed on their reading, that focus on hunger. So I mentioned the food bank earlier. There are just so many of these organizations out there that are doing this on a regular day, and so right now, due to coronavirus, they're working extra hard, and it's actually harder for them because they can't be in the same space with them, or they have to take extra precautions. Definitely, coming from a background like maybe many of you are experiencing as well, right? Having parents that mainly speak Spanish, and being one of the first in my family to graduate college and to seek a career, and still feel connected to my neighborhood where I grew up. And so I grew up in the Pleasant Grove neighborhood in Southeast Dallas, so some of you may be from there, and it's a very it's a very immigrant Latino community, African American as well, and so it's different. And so sometimes when we get professional jobs, we're the minority, right? And so it's a challenge, but I think that what I've learned from that is also having a strong voice and opinion, even though sometimes you may feel intimidated, and that could be the case also as students, right? Going to college, sometimes it was intimidating to speak up, and so I would say it's definitely something where you have to build confidence and build courage, but also have a very good sense of what your values are. So for me, I value the treatment of all human beings with the same dignity and respect, right? That's something that I hold as a value in the work that I do and how I choose to react to certain situations. And so I would just encourage you to make a list of what your values are. And whenever you have to make a decision, go back to that list. And sometimes the list will change, and maybe in certain situations, one value will be stronger than the other. But it's a good way of recognizing who you are and what you believe, and giving those values, putting them forward, and having a voice in whatever setting, either in your class or in your meeting, and speaking up to, like, this is what I believe. And so I would leave you with that, and thank you so much for welcoming me to the Fierce Friday or Fierce Female Fridays series. I would have loved to be there in person, but I unfortunately could not due to the coronavirus situation, and I hope that you and your families are doing well and continue to stay healthy. Thank you.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
I believe in myself. I play big. I refuse to let anyone define me. I know there's a need for me. I rise to the challenge time and time again. I am courageous. I let go of any negativity that comes my way. I do not compare myself to others, and I celebrate me right here, right now. I praise myself, but I remain humble. I take risks. I explore. I leap if there isn't an eye. I shine brightly. I'm a solar prep trailblazer. Think, act, shine.
Hey Solar Girls! I hope you are enjoying our virtual Sisterhood Circle videos. I want to hear your voice in our upcoming videos, so let me show you how. First, choose a Sisterhood Circle cheer, pledge, or song that's your favorite. 2, try to find a quiet place with a neutral background to record your video. 3, when you're recording, try to hold your phone horizontally and keep it nice and steady. 4, perform your song, cheer, or pledge loud and proud, and don't forget your hand motions. And finally, when you're done with your video, send it to me, Miss Seacrose, at this email address. I can't wait to see your videos. Bye, Solar Girls.